whatever Nigerian government, whatever Tinubu thinks he wants to do, whatever Yeson Wike thinks he can do, whatever IGP Kayode thinks he can do, they should do their nonsense with Nigerians, where their lawlessness navigates and rotates. They should not try to extend their foolishness and wickedness to Ghanaians or other nationalities as such. Because when somebody is calm or quiet, it is stupidity to mistake it for weakness. You see, this particular move, they are just trying so hard to make these people reopen. They are just trying to reopen an old wound that these people are trying so hard to cover with tattoos. And it's going to be really, really deadly if they make them tear off this tattoo and look at this wound. Take a good look at that wound again. Trust me, it will be brutal. A lot of people are going to be affected. The Nigerian government itself is going to be affected because it's going to be worldwide. Investors would not want to come into that country to invest again. Because I mean, you do it to your own. Look at what they did to Landmark Beach. Because it's owned by an Igbo man. If I mention all the companies, private companies that tried to manufacture things like what is it called? Sugar and cement and all that, but they are being frustrated. Some have been closed down because they are not Northerners, because they are not Yorubas. A country that puts tribalism first before reality, before the developments and the progress of the country. A country that is so lawless, anybody thinks that, oh, once you are on that seat of power, you can do whatever you like and nobody will do nothing. We say, don't go to Nigeria. It's as if we don't know what to do with our time. It is unfortunate this is happening. But I trust Ghanaians and I trust the Ghana government. This is not going to be acceptable. This is not their regular intimidation and bullying and destroying of investment and getting away with it. This one go hard. This one, no, they bite the wrong finger and it go backfire. It go backfire.
See, Oga, stop it. Don't go close to me. Stop it. You are a security man. Respect yourself.
It's a decoy. I'm from Capital Stores.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, please. What's your name?
My name is James Clark, the convener.
Why are you here this morning?
Okay, we are here to present. We came here this morning to present a petition to the Nigerian Commissioner. But when we got here this morning, we were told he is not present. Luckily for us, we met one of his people, some of their chiefs, and then we met one of the Nigerian big herdsmen, Chief Callistus and others. They spoke to us nicely. They told us that our petition is considered, but the commissioner is not here. So they received the petition and they will be giving it to the commissioner, and I believe they will do justice to it.
The petition, is it about what?
A Ghanaian businessman has invested into housing in Nigeria. The Nigerians populace were harassing him. He went to court. He succeeded.
The name of the businessman?
Yeah, Mr.
Or the group?
Okay, Mr. Essien Jonah. Okay. He is the main businessman. He has a couple of them around him who are Ghanaians, and I'll later mention them to you. But you see, the problem is that we live peacefully and peaceful and harmony with our Nigerian brothers and sisters here in Ghana. They got married to our family and everything. Everything is smooth here. Our Ghanaian brothers too in Nigeria are being harassed. So we just want the commissioner to talk to the Nigerian IGP and talk to the Nigerian immigration officers and also talk to the president so that everything will be peaceful. Thank you very much.
Please, your name.
My name is James Clark, the convener.
Your convener of?
Yes.
Convener of what?
Concerned citizens of Ghana.
Concerned citizens of Ghana.
Ghana,
And then
yes.
what do you do apart from?
I'm a media personnel, I'm an actor, and I'm a
Personally, I know you, but I
philanthropist.
want you to give details.
Yeah,
on
that's what I'm
camera.
saying. I'm a media personnel, I'm an actor, a businessman, and a philanthropist.
Okay. But how are you your association with you?
Yeah, because within the fraternity, a lot of people know me. My attention was drawn to this situation. Videos were given, and then when I viewed it, I realized that as a citizen of Ghana, I should come to the aid of a Ghanaian wherever he is in the world when he's facing challenges. Because as a patriotic Ghanaian, when I hear my brother being suffered or being bullied or being manipulated somewhere or abused somewhere, it is our duty to make sure that we call the commissioners of those departments or the countries to talk to their president and talk to their IGPs, talk to their immigration heads, so that everything that they are doing, they will stop and let the businessman do his business peacefully.
Please, 1 minute. Can we have the...
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You see, when we talk about these things, it's as if we don't know what we are doing, we don't know what to do with our channel. It's as if we are looking for Ghana views. If we are looking for views, I'm not sure the population of Nigerians watching YouTube is less than that of Ghana, right? We know, I personally know I have mad love for Ghana. And I used to be a die-hard lover of Nigeria. So as a heartbroken ex-wife of Nigeria, it's normal to rant and wish that things get better, at least for the sake of loved ones who are still there, who are Nigerians, right? When the Nigerian government demolished landmark beach, Lagos, I reacted to that particular event. But you know why it's as if it was deserving? A lot of people felt, not a big deal, because it was owned by an Igbo man. Now, nobody considered how many people were rendered unemployed from that particular act of envy. Nobody thought about the number of youths that the food were taken away from their mouth, the number of parents that food were taken away from their mouth. Landmark was a Nigerian, an Igbo man. Landmark Beach was the best, biggest modern beach in Lagos. But you know why it was purging Uncle Abado? Because it is not owned by a Yoruba man. And of course, it is not owned by an Hausa man. Because as far as they are concerned, they own Nigeria. So if there is supposed to be any, big establishment making waves out there, it should be owned by either a Yoruba man or an Hausa man. Dangote is reigning everywhere because Dangote is a northerner. If Dangote was an Igbo man, they would have so frustrated that business to make sure that it crumbles. A lot of businesses, a lot of companies, private people have tried to make the same, to produce cement, sugar, name them, but they were all frustrated to crumble. Only one man needed to be approved to be oil, everything, as far as you're not an Hausa man or a Yoruba man, you'll be fought. What am I saying? This nonsense that they are now trying to bring towards my Ghanaian brother, I'm not going to say I'm surprised. For real, I'm not surprised. It's just unfortunate that better thing they purge that country. The leaders of Nigeria are so envious, they are so heartless that they don't even care how some actions affect their relationship with other countries or other nationalities. These people are forgetting that there are also Nigerians in Ghana who own businesses. Now, trying to take this man's land or whatever it is that they are trying to do is unacceptable. In April here, I learned that the Mr. Ablakwa, is it the Minister of Foreign Affairs, right? That's his name. Let me check this thing. Visited Nigeria, right? He visited Nigeria. He toured the River Park Estate, owned by a Ghanaian. I honestly didn't even know that such mighty business was owned by a Ghanaian and nobody hears the noise. Nobody hears about it. You see how Ghanaian billionaires don't make noise? They don't brag. They let their work speak for them, right? He doesn't make noise. I didn't even know him. I'm just getting to know him this morning. Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa tours Dr. Sam Jonah's 501-hectare River Park Estate in Nigeria. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, yes, he's the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa has paid a working visit to the expansive River Park Estate in Abuja, Nigeria, a landmark 501-hectare real estate development spearheaded by Ghanaian business magnate Sir Dr. Sam Jonah and his investment firm Jonah Capital in partnership with Mobus Property and Houses for Africa. The visit forms part of Honorable Ablakwa's 3-day working trip to Nigeria aimed at strengthening bilateral ties and promoting Ghanaian businesses abroad under the government economic diplomacy blueprint. Honorable Ablakwa was received on behalf of Jonah Capital by Mobus Houses of Africa Nigeria CEO Mr. Kojo Mensah, who extended a warm welcome on behalf of the project's Ghanaian founders, Sir Dr. Sam Jonah, KBE, and Ehunabobrim Nanapra Agensaim VI, King of the Owirenshi Kingdom. In address to the dignitaries and stakeholders present, the project's leadership highlighted the estate's significance as a monument to Ghana-Nigeria collaboration. Dating back to 2007, when Sir Sam Jonah was appointed to Nigeria's Honorary Investment Advisory Council by former President Olusegun Obasanjo. This is more than a real estate development, said Mr. Mensah. River Park is a testament to African excellence, a fusion of Ghanaian capital, Nigerian engineering, and West African community spirit. Despite its success, River Park Estate has faced regulatory hurdles and misinformation campaigns. Honorable Ablakwa commended Nigerian authorities, including the FCT Minister, Honorable Nyesom Wike, and Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku, for their support in safeguarding investor interests. He emphasized Ghana's commitment to assisting its businesses abroad. Now, this particular IGP, Kayode, after being after being commended by our Minister of Foreign Affairs, this thing happened in April, right? He was the one spearheading the harassment of this particular business. So is it okay to say that better thing they purge these people? Why is it that they didn't increase their harassment till after the Honorable Minister visited? Nigeria and commended them. So is it that they enjoy daring people? Like, what would you do? An investigation has been carried out. EFCC and the Nigerian police, they have done everything they wanted to do. They got proof that truly this investment is being owned legally by these Ghanaians. So tell me why he still took it upon himself to try to look for something to add, some salt and maggi to add to change the narrative, just to make sure that maybe something goes wrong with that estate. Either being taken away or demolished, because they had them. As far as it is not their own personal investment, they don't care whatever you have to lose as an investor. They don't care how many people are going to get unemployed or homeless. They are so self-centered that they don't care how their actions affects any of their citizens in any country. Look at how Ghanaians protested. They went to the Nigerian Commission here and say, warn your people. This harassment of Ghanaian businesses in Nigeria should stop. That is how peaceful people behave. You dish out the warning. At least you have evidence that I have warned you to stop this. Now, if it continues, whatever you see, you take. You see, when somebody is calm or quiet, you see those calm people, I fear them more because their anger is usually very, very dangerous. People like me, where we say, if you make me vex, if I talk, if I shout, you don't end. I don't move on. If I go block you, disappear from your life because I know you even need. And as I realize that I come out, it don't come out from my mind. But when I keep quiet, when you do something wrong to me and I keep calm or quiet, Charlie, be very worried. That is how it is. When people are calm, you think they are maybe scared, they are weak. They are dangerous. Nigerian system should really, really keep their mess in Nigeria within Nigerians. They shouldn't try to mess with Ghanaians just because they feel these people are calm. This is completely unacceptable. It's very, very annoying and irritating that they are trying to extend this nonsense to Ghanaians. The country cares about their people, their citizens. You don't just mess with them and get away with it. Country where don't evacuating citizens from Iran, where war they happen, to tell you how much Ghana values their citizens' lives. You think you want to frustrate an investment that has been there for long? No, this man no dey worry anybody. Nobody know him. Myself, I'm just getting to know about him. Man, people where they do their business, jejeje. Making your country to be fine, for Christ's sake. That estate is the biggest estate in Abuja. Please explain to me, like I'm 5-year-old, why anybody would want to jeopardize this kind of beauty someone has brought into your land. Like they've come to beautify your place, and you think you should let your envy overshadow what you're supposed to be focusing on. Making sure that, okay, the economy in your country is being boosted, real estate is being, who do Nigeria this thing? I watched this interview with the Channels TV and I just dey vex. You know why I dey vex? I dey vex because this stupid girl no let the man talk. Why did you bring him on air if you would not let him talk, if you will not let him finish talking, if you will not let him express himself? You ask, they try talk, you tell him, say time is who they employ these people? What is the media? You see what I told you people about media? The media in Nigeria is part of the problems. This type of a thing, you're supposed to let us hear from the horse's mouth, right? Hear everything that has happened, everything that is happening, and everything that is about to happen. But no, you cut him short and telling him time is up. You do this, you will do that. How on earth will you want to hear the other side of this blah blah blah? I need to wipe that girl Koboko. They need to just use one Oraimo cord, wipe her for her back, make her brain reset. That was so unprofessional and unnecessary. Let's watch the interview between this Channel TV Yeye girl.
Could you shed more light on the circumstances that led to this protest?
Yes, thank you very much once again. This weekend, as you said previously, West African leaders are meeting in Abuja to discuss economic cooperation. So when you have situations where even among West Africans we are unable to do business freely without the legal system and the police system being weaponized by few elements to hound businessmen and take in other words expropriate their assets and criminalize them in the process. This does not serve as a good example to even support the agenda of Mr. President to attract the needed foreign direct investment into Nigeria. Now, what happened in Ghana over the weekend, which I also happened to stumble across just as you did, was Ghanaians reacting to what had been orchestrated in Nigeria, in Abuja specifically, spearheaded by certain elements in the Nigeria police, headed by the IGP monitoring team, Akin Fakorode, to attack our business and criminalizing the process. So this is what I believe spurred up the reaction that made those also good and well-meaning citizens of Ghana to bring their grievance to the Nigerian High Commission. Of course, I would preach that whatever is done in a peaceful and harmonious fashion. Ghana and Nigeria have a long-standing relationship, and indeed, we both countries are the beacon of hope and economic freedom for the West African sub-region. So I would appeal to my brothers in Ghana that nothing untoward should be done against any Nigerian citizen. Ghana and Nigeria are brothers and citizens, but we should drum home our point that...
Look at, even with what is going on, the man is still preaching peace. He's still preaching peace. He's still saying, no, Ghanaians, please, nothing should be done to their Nigerian brothers in Ghana. Their brothers, hey, can let me go. Ghanaians, which part, where are we from? I beg, which planet we are from? Because those ones don't even fuel violence. They don't want to, I beg, oh yeah, you people should do this or do that. But look at him. Preaching peace. Prioritizing peace. Upon all the stress he has gone through. In fact, you can imagine the level of frustration and stress they've put these people through before they decided to, sue the EFCC and the IGP. Because they are not, I didn't hear about it until recently. So for them to sue, meaning that it has happened several times, and the Yeye girl no let us hear everything. Anyway, let's continue.
That economic freedom, economic independence, and the use of police force to harass citizens should be mitigated so that we can live and coexist peacefully as we have done to date.
And we understand that a lawsuit has been filed at the Federal High Court in Abuja, and that's against the Inspector General of Police of the Nigerian Police and the EFCC. Now, what is the current status of this case, and how have these agencies involved responded?
Well, as you can tell, I'm not in, I just had to leave Nigeria, obviously for partly security reasons, and also, like I said, being hounded by Akin Fakorede of the IGP monitoring team, who's weaponized his office to, for whatever reason, try to expropriate our assets. Now, the main issue is regarding our company ownership, which is being challenged by certain individuals, which the IGP set up a panel to review. Now, this panel completed their work in April 9th, where I participated in all the interviews and the exit meeting, where we were assured that the panel had concluded their work and it was being sent to the legal team for review. It's been 2 months. The Ghana High Commission has written for a certified true copy of the report. We have written 4 times, only for us to find out that Akin Fakorede is now doing his own report, trying to suppress the report that has been done by the panel. The Attorney General of the Federation has written through his DPP to the Inspector General of Police of Nigeria to send the panel, which was led by high-ranking officers of 11 officers who did the investigation, that send the panel report to the Attorney General's office for them to review it and also make their own determination on that. This report till to date has not been done. And Akin Fakorede had then sought to use other means to harass us by several invitations, which is what led us to decide to go to court to take action against him to prevent him from further harassment against our rights, and also to stop him from weaponizing the police force to intimidate us. As I'm speaking to you right now, my estate, which is the River Park estate, is being overtaken by thugs who were arrested by Zone 7 unit of the police under the instruction of Fakorede. They were released yesterday, and this is verifiable information that you can verify with the Zone 7 division of the Abuja police. This does not
Mr.
bode
Mensah.
well. I was harassed by EFCC Zone 2, led by Michael Wetcast, for
Mr.
obviously
Mensah.
no reason. Yes.
I know there's a lot to unpack, and even with the claims you have made, but I'm afraid we've run out of time, and we would definitely get the other side to this story. You've mentioned some names, you've mentioned your claims and all. We do apologize, but this is where we would have to end the conversation. But it still goes on. We would still continue to on this story. But the bottom.
I'm happy he's not in the country. He's a smart man. Leave, because the next thing now, they go do something stupid and change the narrative. It's good as the man travel, come out from the country first, then they get information of what is going on. But let me sound this. If anything happens to him or any Ghanaian there in Abuja or anywhere in Nigeria again, or if anything happens to that real estate, go funny. You go see say Nigeria and Ghana no be brothers anything. Nigerians should Nigeria government should treat carefully. They should take this particular matter seriously and handle it respectfully. Because if anything goes south, go funny. Ghanaians go remember the things they have been trying so hard to ignore. Not like they forget. Of course, such things are not going. The Ghana must go is not forgettable. They just try to ignore. And, so, go funny. If you make them say, oh, you know what? Peace, I beg, stay one side first. We have something to handle. Go funny. Nigerian government should rethink. Tinubu, call your people in Wike, EFCC. You people, you see Benue, everything happening in Benue. There is massacre going on, genocide, 2025 genocide is happening in Benue. IGP of police know waiting to do. Now to they harass people that are actually investing in your country, beautifying your country. See say this country, that country no just get sense. They don't know what to do with their power or uniform. And when we talk, it is as if we are talking too much. We don't like Nigeria. I don't like Nigeria. I don't. I'm not hiding it. I don't know how to pretend. I cannot love you and say I hate you, or hate you and pretend to love you. No, I don't know how to pamper words with anybody. I do not like that country. And these are the issues. Just one out of millions of reasons why I don't like the country. It's too lawless. Nigeria is too lawless. Has there ever been anyone finding justice in that country? Has there been anyone getting justice? I don't know. I can't remember. But this one hold them for brokers. They better handle this one with care. They better handle this one with, in fact, if they know, as they know get sense, they better go and borrow sense to handle this one. Make sure, say, everything is sorted amicably. Otherwise, hey, make I not talk again. We are watching. I will follow up this matter. We'll see how it ends. The court has been adjourned till July. I'll be when. We'll see how it ends. I would like to follow up to know the outcome of that court hearing. Let me now see whether they really mad for that country, or they borrow sense small. I'll follow up this matter. I will follow up and make subsequent videos on how it's going, because this one concerns me. The Ghanaian is my brother. So no weapon fashioned against my brother shall prosper. Nigerian government, people should do your nonsense within yourselves, where you are, where your lawlessness they work. Don't bring it to our Ghanaians. Don't try it with our Ghanaian businesses. Don't try it with our Ghanaian investors. Because if you try it, that will be the end of investment in Nigeria by any other national. It's not just Ghana. So don't think that if you fight, this is motherland. If you fight the child of a mother, you know how aggressive a mother can be, right? You know how protective the mother is with her children, right? If you fight, if you hurt, if you harm the child of motherland, the ancestors, the universe, even God himself will fight against you. Of course, they deal with you since. But this one, now, no go funny. Nobody should blame Ghanaians when they decide to do something drastic against Nigerians, if this matter especially is not handled as it should be handled. I'm watching closely.